All right, so we picked the Sourcetoad challenge. It is an open build. It only makes sense. We are completely support the open source community. We wanted to build something that was consumer facing, that would help anyone that is on board the cruise ships, but really this product could be taken many other places, festivals, tour buses, lots of different opportunities for the hospitality industry. And overall, this is to enhance the destination cruise experience. This is really to help those that are on board the cruise ships to be able to have a better experience for safety, for communication, for accessibility, for information about what's going on, all the different events. And this is an internal tool. So that was the challenge that they were asking for, and that's now leading up to what we're actually going to be doing. Looking at the problems, ooh, messed up that keynote right there, it's called crunch time, but anyway, so problem is that limited internet bandwidth on a cruise ship. I hadn't been on a cruise ship since over 15 years. I had no idea that you couldn't communicate. Second is intermittent expensive connections, as well as overall passenger experience being able to talk back and forth.
Another one of the primary problems that is introduced by being in the middle of the ocean is the reliability of the actual internet that you're receiving. If you're receiving the internet, it's going to be coming in from a satellite, which means there's going to be massive pockets of just drop, where you're not going to have very much network to work with at all. Whatever you do have is going to be used up by the ship to keep their own operations moving forward, not going to be available to the passengers. Another problem is hardware. A lot of people think that you can have to install a bunch of hardware to get this thing going. That is not the case. Another problem is priority. Okay? There are so many problems that are introduced by the advancement of technology in the modern era that ships cannot easily address. So creating a prioritization for which problems are most important is difficult to do, and most ships don't necessarily want to address it.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So let's take a quick demo of the app here. So let me zip back here to zoom out. My screen size changed a little bit. So set the mic here. Let me talk. So what we built basically is an inter-cruise communication system. So the idea here is we've got basically one Docker image that can be deployed on a local network, and anyone who wanted to use this to communicate on the ship. So I'm going to log in here. Just it's Jason, right? And so welcome me. So here's chats that I can have with other people on the ship. We'd like to have a locator so you can help find other people on the ship. So like, where's my teenage daughter right now? Like, oh, she's chilling by the pool. You know, no sweat. We got, most cruise ships already have apps like this, so we want to also include that same information, sort of, what's for dinner tonight, what's coming up the next port of call. Also, if you're into it and you want to keep in touch with the outside world a little bit, we added, a news feed here with world news. The chat is functional in real time, so hopefully here. There, I'll check it out. We just got a message from Tommy. He said, I heard Sourcetoad is taking us out on the Starship.
Time! So, on deck is Tori, and we're going to start the 2-minute timer now.
What did you guys use to build the chat app in the background?
So, it's basically just a GraphQL, PostgreSQL on top of Postgres database. So we just pull that. We didn't get the demo yet, but we do have WebRTC video chat as well. So in addition to chatting with folks by text, and when we switch screen resolutions here, everything got messed up. There we go. So if I pulled in and I forget who am I, Tommy here, and I'm going to talk to Alex. So
1 minute, 15 seconds.
Anyway, this works, but we missed that part of the demo. So we got WebRTC to talk, React for the front end. Like I said, the back end is basically PostgreSQL on top of Postgres, so almost no back end. We built it all as a self-contained Docker image, so it basically just takes the Docker image, deploy it on a local network, and serve it up, and anyone with a web browser on that network will be able to use it. It would have been nice if it was a mobile app because we wanted it to look like a mobile app, but obviously, like once you're out on the ship, you don't have the app store anymore, so there's no way to get it. So it's important for us to just build it as a web app first. So, do you have any other questions about the tech stuff?
And that was also after talking to your CTO about some of the problems with why they haven't had it done yet.
So when you're off the ship, there's no, you would still work then, or would you be able to chat and things like that?
If I guess this would be up to, because it's designed to be run basically on an internet, but there's no reason that if we put this on the internet, like it would still work because there's nothing limiting it, just can you access it? For purposes of the hackathon and the short time frame, we didn't do a lot with like user permissions and user authentication. I just logged in with my first name.
Time.
Great. So.